Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. Psalms 37:24. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is JaKayla if you're new, and in today's video I'm going to share how I grew out my edges. So first things first, this is what my edges were looking like before I started to use this mix. Yes, very much non-existent. It was terrible. And this is a video of the after of what my edges are looking like. So I'm really excited about where they are, well, at least where they're heading. So let me just tell y'all the tea, okay? Let me just tell you what I've been doing. So if you guys have already watched previous videos on my channel, then you guys know that I grew out the back of my hair from using the same mix. So here it is. In this mix right here, I have virgin hair fertilizer. Yes, like I sound, what? I sound like a broken record, but this is the go. This has really helped grow my hair out. But in the mix, it's this. I also have some extra virgin olive oil. I have some wild growth and some Jamaican black castor oil, as well as some peppermint oil. So all of this is all in here, and this stuff really has helped grow my edges out. So I typically use this mix for the back of my head, but more recently I started to use it for my edges. So I never really realized how bad my edges were until I started to see how much the back of my head could really grow. It's never been as thick and full as it is right now, so I had to switch some things up. I typically would use, you know, these two, because all the videos say, you know, all the YouTube videos I saw said to use these for my edges, but they never really grew from me using them. So I just used that same mix that I used for the back of my head on my edges, and my edges are starting to grow. So I'm so excited about, you know, the progression that we got thus far. So how I use it, I use the spray bottle. It is water, olive oil, and peppermint oil. I just shake it up and then I spray it on my edges, and then I apply the mix. I do this every morning and every night. And again, I have a moisturizing video for how I maintain and moisturize my mini braids. I will link that down below if you guys want to see. It's pretty much the same exact thing, but I also incorporate the back of my head or my full head. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that every day, morning and night, for the past 2 months, and my edges are finally starting to grow out. Now, some people would say, you know, my edges really aren't that thick, and no, they're definitely not. They're not where I want them to be just yet. However, if you guys saw, like, y'all see the picture. My edges were literally pulled out. So it's just like, you know, I'm happy with how much they've grown right now, and we can only go up from here, period. We can only move up. So like I mentioned before, I use this mix and I use this method typically on the back of my head. I still do this daily. However, the back of my head, it fell out because I was wearing wigs all the time, and from me wearing wigs I just kind of developed some traction alopecia because I don't know how to wear wigs. Let me just say that. I did not know how to wear wigs. I still really don't know how to wear wigs. They work for most people, but they do not work for me. They pulled out my hair. Maybe it's just me. I use the elastic band method because I really don't like using got to be glued or any of that, because again, my edges are very fragile and I have a big forehead, and I don't know how to wear wigs. I don't know how to wear wigs. So the back of my head rubbed out terribly, and you know, I came across this product and I made this mix, and now the back of my hair is growing. If you guys want to check out that video, I will link it down below. But yeah, I just started to use this mix on my edges, and my edges was like, oh bad, this is what we was waiting for. What took you so long? So the reason behind my edges, you know, pretty much leaving the building, they kind of just left because I was wearing protective hairstyles. I was doing braids. I decided, you know what, hey, I'm gonna stop wearing wigs. I'm gonna start just wearing braids. However, I would have them really, really long, but I don't like long, heavy braids, so I would put them, like, I would put my hair in ponytails, I'll put them in buns, and that pretty much just pulled out my edges. It literally pulled out my edges, but I didn't even realize that my edges were getting pulled out until I decided to stop perming my edges. So at the time, I was perming my edges because I did not like doing my edges unless my edges were permed. So I decided that I was going to stop perming my edges and just kind of wear my natural edges, you know, be 100% natural. And when I would go to do my hair, I'm like, okay, wait, I don't have anything to work with. What was I thinking? Like, when your edges are permed, you feel like there's just so much more there because you can manipulate it straight. But when I stopped perming my edges and I kind of cut off the perm pieces, I had nothing to work with. And I would use, you know, Jamaican black castor oil, wild growth, but my edges would still not grow. And the more I took down my braids, I would just realize, like, I had this fro and nothing, like 2 inches of nothingness in the front, like nothing to work with. So that's how my edges got to that place, and I'm just happy that I just kind of used my brain and started to use this mix for my edges. My edges have never looked as good as they do now. Personally, I think they look good. I'm really excited about how my edges are looking right now. You know, they're trying to get a little bit thick, trying to get a little bit longer, and I can definitely work with this now. Now I just use Murray's Edge Wax on my edges with a little bit of Eco Styler, and I can just learn how to finesse them for right now. I mean, there's no other edge controls that I can use, and I'm really trying to refrain from perming my edges. If you guys are struggling to grow out your edges, try this mix out. Your hair honestly may grow faster than mine. You may see these same results within the span of 2 weeks, a month, or it may take 3 months. It might take longer. I have so much confidence in this mix, like it's literally crazy. Like, I literally always thought that my hair would just be short, like, you know, I would just have no edges, and I always thought my hair in the back would just always be like that. I got to the point where I was just like, you know what, hey, my hair is just always gonna be short, I might as well just cut it in a short style. But I came across this mix, y'all, and it's literally changed the game for me. Alright, you guys, so if you guys want to try this mix out for yourself, I will leave all the products that I use down below so you guys can go and purchase them and make your own mix. The portions does not matter. In my opinion, I don't think they matter. You honestly do not need the olive oil. However, I use it because this hair version fertilizer, this stuff is really, really strong. So I use this kind of to dilute the smell of it. You definitely still smell it because of the peppermint oil, but like that's more pleasing than the original scent. If you guys do want to see a video on how I make it, let me know down below and I will create that video for you guys. But again, try this stuff out. If you guys have 4C hair and you are struggling to grow out any type of traction alopecia, this stuff definitely should work for you. Do not quote me, however, You know, your girl was looking crazy. My hair was not growing, and now it finally is. So it definitely should work for you guys. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys truly did like it, please be sure to give it a like. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, please be sure to leave a comment. And follow me on Instagram if you guys want to. And subscribe if you guys want to see my face again. All right, you guys have a great and blessed day. Bye.